Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this week's vlog. It's time for a glow up, okay? We are leaving for a trip to London and we're gonna be doing some fun, exciting things there. Some bridal things, hint hint. And my period is just about to end, which I feel like there's like science or something about feeling ugly on your period. So I've had it with that, and my birthday is next week, so it's just time to glow up. It's that time. I mean, I don't know how often a glow up is necessary. It's just like time when you're ready to get back to slaying, you know that one TikTok sound like I took a little break from slaying and now I'm back? That's what we're here to do today. So for the first part of glowing up, I'm going to show you guys my current makeup routine. It's updated and I feel like the makeup is make-upping. I was not happy with my makeup for a little while there. I was like playing around with a bunch of things and I was just like not in a groove that I was liking. You know what I mean? Like when you're just not liking your makeup and you're like, this routine is not working for me personally. So I switched some things up and now I'm happy. So I'm going to share exactly what I've been doing. For starters, I do like to do a primer recently. This one I just got. It's a NYX Shine Killer. This was part of like a vlog actually recently. And the first time I used this, I was so shocked because it's literally black. And I was like, wait, is this like rotten? What is this? And then I looked on the back and it's charcoal infused. So if you know, I have very oily skin. So when I saw Shine Killer, I was like, sign me up. So it just turns into like nothing. And then what's weird about this is it feels super oily, so I was like, wait, is this like gonna make me oily? But I have been liking it, so started with that. Next game changer, this is the Charlotte Tilbury eye corrector or something like that. This is in the shade 2. When I was in New York, a girl named Becca did my makeup and she used this and it was one of the best under eye products I've ever seen. I've always had dark circles under my eyes and they've always kind of bothered me. Of course there's nothing wrong with that, but if you like kind of want to cover them up, this works really well. Like, can you guys see what is going on? Wow. So I kind of just like layer that on, pat it in, and I just think this stuff is freaking incredible. Okay, next I realized that I do like kind of a full coverage foundation for like a glam look. For less glam, I like a medium coverage, I would say, that's like buildable. But for like a glam look, I've really been liking like a full coverage. So I'm going to use this All Hours foundation by YSL, and this is in the shade MN6. I'm just gonna kind of dot this all over. Because it's full coverage, you don't need too much. Okay, then I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to start working this in to the skin. I feel like shades with foundation is always hard because like even in the summer I have a different shade than I do in the winter, and now that it's winter I started self-tanning again. I'm like, what is my self-tanner shade? Because it's like different than my normal summer shade. Like the tan that I actually get from the sun is different than self-tanner tan. So I feel like this is matching pretty good. Maybe like a little olivey for me. Maybe it needs to be like a tad warmer. In person it looks really good. It looks like it matches. This foundation is so pretty. I swear YSL products, makeup products are just elite. I'm obsessed with them. Okay, after we buff that in, I'm going to take a super damp beauty blender and just pat that all in again because I feel like this just smooths everything out even more. And it kind of like thins out the product so that if there's any like excess amount, I think it kind of just picks it up so it's not super cakey or anything. Okay, I'm very happy with how that looks. Okay, and then next we're going to do concealer. This is the Hourglass one in the shade Oat. The thing with the full coverage foundation is you don't need a lot of concealer because it like kind of did it. Some days I actually haven't been doing any concealer. We'll just do a little bit. Also, I'm so excited to go to London. This is actually our first time. Somehow we've never been. I feel like it just always gets like the back burner when we're planning a trip to Europe because other places like are so much better in the summer. Well, not better. I feel like London's probably really great in the summer too. But it's like we want to go to Italy or France or Spain or Denmark or wherever. I don't know. England just hasn't gotten on our passports yet, but it's about to change. Okay, I'm just taking this brush, the same foundation brush, and just patting that all in. If you guys have any recs for London, please put them in the description. I mean, put them in the comments, because we literally have zero experience, obviously, but we've heard great things, so I know it's a great place. I'm hoping we thrive there. It always depends, like, your personal connection to a place, I think, so I'm curious to see how I feel around London. Okay, next we're gonna do setting powder. This is the Givenchy Prism. This stuff is honestly worth the hype. So what I realized for me, I'm just gonna like pat this all over too, by the way, but what I realized for me with makeup recently was I love cream products because I feel like they're so beautiful, and I feel like they're honestly way more viral than powder products. But with my skin type, and I don't know, maybe the way that I apply makeup, or who knows what all the factors are, but I've come to find that like less cream products actually looks better for me. And I think it could be because I have oily skin, and I think kind of like opposite texture maybe like balances it out. So since it's oily, if I'm using more cream products, it kind of, you know, just looks nicer. Maybe if you have dry skin, cream products work better. That could be totally backwards too, but that's just what I found. I've been liking the look of cream products on me. I mean, powder. Okay, then we're gonna go in with a bronzer. This is a Misguided bronzer, which Misguided doesn't even exist in the US anymore, and I love it. It's like super soft and lighter. If you guys have like a suggestion for something like this, put it in the comments as well for others, and also so I can buy it when I run out of this, because I love it so much. I feel like this is a very niche makeup product anyways, though. Like, probably no one has even tried this. And so they're like, I don't know what I can compare it to. See how like light that is, even though, I mean, probably the color payoff's not great, but I don't know. I really like it. Okay, so we just kind of like warmed up the cheeks. And I swear, like, this is the area that I find that cream products don't work as well for me. Like, my makeup will get muddy at that point a lot of the time, and just doesn't like blend seamlessly for me. Whereas this feels like really diffused. One area that I feel like cream products still have been working for me though is like a little bit of contour, especially on the nose and lips. So just these like smaller areas. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Matchstick in Truffle, which has like been a makeup product I've loved forever. I'm just gonna do some nose contour and some lip, which is kind of just like it's like a pre-lip liner situation. And I'm just gonna take a little brush and just kind of like buff that all out. Sometimes I'll just like use my fingers to buff it out a little bit further. And then to kind of like clean up the nose contour, I'll take this brightening pen from YSL and just kind of like highlighter, and then a little bit of cleaning up on the sides. And I'll just use my finger to kind of pat that in. And I feel like it snatches up your nose. And then over top of that, I'll do like a little bit of the Hoola bronzer by Benefit with like just this little brush. I love nose contour because a fun fact about me that I've shared on social media multiple times, but if you didn't know, is I did have a nose job. I broke my nose when I was younger in an accident, and it was like very, very broken. It was like very crooked, and just like was the biggest insecurity of mine for as long as I had it. So when I was older, I got like reconstructive surgery, nose job basically, essentially, and got my broken nose fixed. So I'm still into just correcting my nose, I guess, is what I like the nose contour. Now we're gonna move on to blush. See how this base is just looking like, I don't know, I really like how it's looking. It's not like muddy at all, which is like kind of what I was struggling with before when the makeup wasn't makeuping for me. Now we're gonna do blush. This is very dirty and old, excuse me. I could definitely participate in that TikTok trend of like dirty girl makeup probably. But this is like a nice rosy kind of reddish blush. I think it's called Natural Beauty or something like that. Yeah, from Tarte. And we're just gonna put that over here. I feel like the powder products also just generally come out like a lot lighter and less pigmented than cream products, which makes sense. Just like kind of chemically or chemistry wise, I don't know. Which I really like. It just feels soft and pretty. So we're gonna do this reddish color, which is one of my all-time faves. And then on top of that, I love the pink blush by Dior. I think this is like shade 1 or whatever, you know, this viral Kylie Jenner blush. We're just gonna put a little bit of that on top, which I feel like just brightens it all. I honestly really like the Natural Beauty blush on its own as well, but I've been mixing these two and I like the best of both worlds here. And then next we're gonna do some eyeshadow. So this is the Tartelette In Bloom. I've been using this for years. I'm probably just gonna do something like these three, maybe. Yeah. And just kind of gonna go all over the lid and like diffuse it out a little bit, not too much. Kind of keeping it like more rounded than winged out. I'd say this is like everyday glam. So it's not like no makeup or like super quick easy makeup, but it's everyday, but it's glam. Okay, and then after that we're gonna take some darker shades like these two probably and a little angled brush and just gonna make like a little brown shadowing on the edge of our eye. And I usually either do this or I'll do a black wing first with a liquid liner and then put this, like these brown shadows over top of it for like a slightly more intense liner look, but it's not like too crazy. I feel like the brown shadow on top of it like diffuses it and makes it softer, but I do either or. So for the days that looks a little different than this, that's the secret, which I've shared that trick 5 million times on my channel probably because I've been doing it since the break of dawn. I don't even think that makes sense. Since the beginning of time. Okay, so just like a little wing, a little brown wing. And then we're gonna do some brows. I recently tinted my brows at home by myself, which I don't normally do, but I was kind of in like a pinch. I really wanted them done and I didn't have time to get into my girl Britt Maldonado, who's literally my queen. I love her. So they're a little orange right now. Something weird happened at home. But anyways, I'm just gonna brush them up a little bit and then I'm gonna use this powder, this Anastasia Beverly Hills powder, and a flat angled brush and just fill them in. I also realized I think my brows are a little short for my face this way, so I've been making them a little bit longer coming in and I like the way it looks, which is really all that matters with your makeup, is that you like the way it looks. Okay, then I'm going to take the same brush and just go like upwards for the front. I think that's good, and then I'll take the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think it's like a different name now, but anyways, their brow gel. I've used this product literally since the beginning of time, and just brush that through. I think this is in the shade Chocolate, and something about me is I love dark brows. Next we're gonna put on some lashes. So these are Kiss lashes. I forget the style name, but I'll find the link. I'll link all this stuff in the description box for you guys. And I cut both the beginning and the end of these off to kind of fit my eye shape better. I always use the Duo glue in black, and I have been liking putting lashes on without mascara. Which eye does this go on? I think it goes on this eye. While we wait for the glue, we'll take a little highlighter. This is the Fenty highlighter. It's the Liquid Kilowatt in Vintage Velour. I thought I used a different shade. Okay. We're just going to take a little bit of this on the tip of our nose and the bridge. And then we're just going to take our finger and buff it out. And this creates a nice little snatch for your nose. I personally like when this like type of highlight is not super blended out. Like I kind of like it to be harsh. So I don't like super diffuse this. I kind of want it to be like bright AF. Okay. Which eye did I say this going on? My left eye. That's the hard eye to do. Do you think we're ready? Okay. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna put her on. Hope for the best every time. I think that was okay. Except whatever happened over here. I can get down with that. While we wait for this one to dry, let's pick out some lip stuff. Okay, one thing about me is my lip combo is literally never the same any day, probably because I just have so many lip products and I don't have the patience to like actually know what the combos are because I just literally mix 1,000 things. So I do usually like sort of a brownish or a pinkish liner, and that's kind of like where I start every day. Put our lash on first. Is there anything else we could do? We could put on a fake. Okay, I feel like she might be ready. I'm being chaotic, but okay. The right eye is so much easier to do. Not me just like jinxing myself. We're gonna let those sit for a second. Okay, what is this bug? Can you like literally leave, sir? Please. Like he wants to be in the tutorial so bad. Like you can stay in this room, but just like go somewhere else. We're busy. Okay, the lashes are never like perfectly even, I feel like, but we just kind of go with it, you know? Okay, back to the lip combo. We're gonna do Cork by MAC, and then I'll like suck my lips in and overlap. Do you guys see that bug? You're literally the thirstiest bug I've ever met. Like, please. I like to focus overdrawing at the cupid's bow, leaving the rest nice and tight. Okay, I like that. This is a really good color. Then we're gonna take a YSL lipstick because I love these pretty much every color, so I'm never worried about these. This is in the shade 123, and it's a nice pinky color. These have a ton of like gloss and shine to them. It's not really gloss. This is more of a shine. The candy glaze ones, the silver ones, is more like a, it's like a gloss, but that's also not. I can't really explain it. Okay, I like the way that looks. I'm gonna do a little more liner. My boyfriend's packing for London in the back. If you hear him. I always like to do a little red in my lip combos. So I'll take this Benetint, whatever this is called, Benetint by Benefit, and just like in the center, add that to the mix. I like that. Okay, and then for the lashes, sometimes I feel like you can see a little bit, especially because I have like lighter eyelashes, but I don't like the look of all my lashes. He's back. Having mascara while I wear lashes, so I'll just take a little bit, this is Lancome mascara, and focus it like over on the outer ends at the root, or like blending the lashes. Okay, feel pretty good about that. Now that the eyes are like done for lashes and stuff, I'm gonna take the same highlighter and do a nice little concentrated dot. Brightens up the eyes. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of this too. I just can't with this bug. On the cupid's bow. Tiny, tiny bit. Please, sir. Okay, and then, bro, please lately. I feel like my brows need a little more TLC. I have a beauty mark right here that I always like to add back in because she gets covered up. So I'll just use Freck for this, and then I like to add a few more because I love the look of a beauty mark. Put them in random spots. Actually, like one right here. This is like almost. I have like a few freckles or something right here that get a little covered up too. If you ever have like a zit that you want to turn into a beauty mark, it's a great trick. Okay, that looks pretty good. I love the setting spray, the one size. Patrick Star, thanks brand. Great for oily skin. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze every time. Lord, have mercy. Okay. Woo. Guys, am I allergic to that setting spray or is that normal? Okay, but anyways, we're done. This is the finished makeup look. I have been loving it. It stays all day for me. It just looks right. The makeup is makeuping. So hopefully this was helpful and we'll continue glowing up in the rest of this vlog.
All right, we're in full-blown packing mode. Got one suitcase filled. It's all Delaney's clothes, pretty much. It looked way worse in here just a little bit ago while Delaney was filming that makeup tutorial, but I packed up a bit. All the bags she's gonna bring and shoes. Finish that stuff up over the next day or two. All the not gonna make it clothes right here. Got all my clothes packed up, getting ready to go. We're still trying to figure out the best way to use this little closet room. Shit. That was a tumble. We're still trying to figure out how to best use this bedroom as a closet for the time being. I ordered this rack though off of, this is, sorry, my eyes are itchy. Ordered this rack off of Amazon. It's a like dual tiered clothing rack. And this actually helped a lot. We had like a huge pile of clothes in here. Didn't really have anywhere to go, but this is like a double, and it kind of takes up about the same amount of space as just a single rack would, but with two. So that's pretty nice. This is our like a normal single rack, and it really is like the same width, just about, if you look at the bottom. So that's coming along, helping quite a bit. We're also looking out tonight because Samir and Iden invited us over for dinner, so we don't have to cook or worry about dinner tonight. So that's nice. Yeah, we went to dinner with them the last 2 nights, and now they invited us over for dinner tonight. So
Can't stop.
pretty much like our family.
Did you guys like? I feel like that reminds me of when I was in high school, or just like growing up and stuff. Like, just like being obsessed with your friends.
Yeah.
Like.
Always doing stuff with.
Yeah, and just like binge hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it.
Definitely.
Make sure that hat comes to London because it was in my pack.
I will.
Okay.
It's a new Nanushka hat. Little dad hat. Packers Chiefs game tonight, and Iden's a Packers fan, so figured I'd rock the Packers for him.
Even though you troll me for having that.
Yeah, you definitely have way too many Packers sweatshirts.
Babe, I had 2 because they're cute, and you were like, you're not even a Packers fan. And now look who's wearing my Packers.
You only need one.
Well, you asked for the other one today. Tell them the truth.
I wish we had both because I was trying.
Oh, you wish
I
you
do.
could get rid of it.
I do, and I didn't make you get rid of it. But I was hoping that we could both show up in Packers sweatshirts for Iden.
See,
But
that's what I had.
he's making like a shrimp a la vodka tonight. So he's a great chef. So we're gonna bring you guys over there, and I'm gonna show you his chefery.
That's the no! But it's like a little, like it's a tiny bottle. Yeah, but it's like a slow.
pasta should be made.
At least it tastes good, honestly. I like it.
We are, I don't know why it's so dark, but we're in Beverly Hills. Delaney is getting her third and final microneedling done today. We actually stayed up here last night at Blake and John's house because we were up here the day before and we had an early morning appointment here. But it's been a pretty chaotic morning with some phone calls and meetings and stuff, and then trying to get to this appointment. We were running late, so Delaney ended up just hopping out of the car and I'm walking to go to the appointment.
Okay guys, I'm going to get microneedling right now. I'm in the elevator and I'm vlogging on my phone a little bit so I can just check because I'm running late. The traffic in Beverly Hills is insane. This is my third and final session of microneedling. I'm going to Jen Hollander, who I go to for all my facials and stuff like that, and she's the best. So, hey, PRP too. I'm getting PRP. So the blood has been drawn. The numbing is on the face, and just letting this set in, and then she spins the blood. I've shown you guys in other vlogs, but she spins the blood to get like the platelet or something, and then she like microneedles and puts that over my face, and then it helps like speed up the healing process and like stimulates collagen or something. I mean, she's explained it really well in other vlogs, but it's honestly not very painful in my opinion. It's pretty easy and it's quick, and it does great things for just like the plumpness and smoothness and overall texture of your skin.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Does that hurt?
Mm-mm.
I have it up a little bit higher today since this is your last one.
She's in the light. Is it relaxing?
It's just like so bright, so I can't really like fall asleep, I feel like. But I just keep my eyes closed and do nothing. It's probably good for me, but on many different levels, but
That is really bright.
it's a challenge.
You got this.
Okay, so I'm back home and it's a few hours after microneedling. It's honestly not too bad. We did a little bit higher of a setting because last time I healed and recovered like really quickly, pretty much the next day last time. If you guys saw, if I put it on the vlog last time, it was like almost like my skin was back to normal. So Jen is the best. She's super knowledgeable. I'll put her handle here if I haven't already. And she's great for just being like conservative, but also super knowledgeable and just smart and kind and all the things that you would want in someone like that. So I adore her and I absolutely recommend her. So yeah, we did one setting higher today because she was like, you recovered really quickly and really well last time and this is your last one, so let's see how your skin responds to like an even higher level of the pen, like the microneedling pen basically. So it's a little red, but not too bad. It's a little itchy, which is normal. No pain in my opinion at this point, like maybe the tiniest bit of pain while you're getting it, but that's it really. And now I'm off to continue my glow up. So I'm getting my hair done, which I feel like post microneedling is not the best time to get my hair done because I'm just gonna feel really like I already feel, you know, when you just sort of stare at yourself in the chair all day with like the foils in your head, you look weird. I'm gonna look even weirder, but this is the only day that I could do it before our trip, so it needs to happen. I need fresh hair for my birthday. I need to look glowed up. I need to feel good going into my new year. So I'm going to see my girl Aubrey. She was on maternity leave. She just had a baby, her second baby. Congrats, Aubrey. I'm gonna go back and see her and we're gonna switch up. So come along, let's change up this her. Okay, I'm at the salon and I just showed Aubrey a bunch of like inspo pictures. This is Eric Vaughn. He's a really amazing hairdresser. And I'm thinking I want to go back to like these chunkier like money piece type highlights and more dimension. So like darker, like a lot of low lights, like a root smudge or something. We're just going to do a partial highlight today. And then I have just like, this is my photo. So I've done stuff like this before, and I just like the way that it looks on me to have like more contrast, I feel like. And I also just like change. So I've been doing like a lot of just mostly blonde, so I just want more change. I have some more inspo pics. This girl, Gwen, she's super cute. I love her like thick money pieces. This girl, I think her name is Mar, yeah. She's so cute. I love her like dimension and color. This girl, Yashi, she's stunning. I love her hair. Her blonde's gorgeous. Marina, like so pretty. I love that. So something along these lines. This girl, Lily, like so stunning. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we're all foiled up. The microneedling looks crazy. We did just a bunch of highlights and then the low lights as well, kind of like alternating throughout. And I'm just gonna sit under the dryer for a while. Then we'll rinse and tone, I'm sure. My little tomato face. Okay, but we're home, and this is the new hair. So good. Got a fresh trim, some face framing layers. She trimmed up my bangs because I trim my bangs all the time by myself, and they get a little botched. So yeah, we just did like a bunch of depth, some root, some lowlights, which I'm loving, and I love it. And it's like pretty subtle too. It's not like that drastic. Next time I might go even more, but this was a good like transition. I'm loving this like darker bit. Like I might do even more next time. Okay, and then this is a strange glow up because this is not glowing up yet, but soon the full glow up will be coming. Next week's vlog after my birthday. You'll get to see the skin glow up with new hair. So see you guys in London.